All right, guys, welcome back to Photographics Academy. All right, so today I want to work on this particular image. I love this picture a lot. So I just want to do something very simple, but it's going to look really amazing. So we're going to be transforming the background of this image with this particular one here. Let's see how much we can be able to do. So of course, the first thing I will do in this particular one is to, size my image. So I'm just going to crop it and looking at the place we are putting it on, the background we want to use, we need to give her quite some headroom, right? So we just crop like this, make sure that this is set to content aware, then press enter. Once that is done, pick up your rectangular marquee tool. So because I have a lot of spaces I want to fill up, I'll just make a rough selection like this. Right click and go to select in pass. So once I do this, I'm going to make sure that every other place that I need out is out. Right, good, like this. That was too much. So once I do this, I'll right click, go to fill content aware. So the essence of the content aware is to just fill up all the areas I do not want. I can now either use my brush or my close stamp to fix this area. Don't worry, I'll fix that remaining one. Ctrl D. Alright, so once I'm done, I'll make a selection of my object. Right click and go to select inverse. Zoom in a bit to make sure I have my edges properly selected. Alright, so once I'm done, make a duplicate, right click, go to layer via cut, just leave it like that. So at this point you can decide to blur, but I'm not going to be blurring because I'm not going to be using blending option, but we might see how that goes. So I'll go straight into my background, make sure I size it as well to fit the size of my object. So I'll just push this down a bit. I need some floor, so I'll leave it like this so that it just give me floor here and also extend the upper part. Very good, nice one. So I think this is bent. One more take. So unlock the layer, use your move tool and drag it over to your object right here. So once I place it here, I'll just scale it in. I think it's many a little. All right, press OK. Now there are a few things we can do, right? Because we cannot leave the object like this. We need to restore shadows and also look at the edge. Look at the way the edge is feeling. We need to fix that edge. So if we change the blend mode to overlay, this is what we're going to be having. Let me show you. This is not good, right? It's not good. So what I'm going to do is that I'm going to leave the background layer without blending it, then make a duplicate, change this particle off this one. Now I can even decide to blur my original background, right? So now this is the one I'm going to change the blend mode. I can even decide to do multiply, but I'm going to stick with the overlay. So if you look at what we'll have, you'll notice that the original background we'll have is too bright, and that is why we're not even getting the colors of this one out. So if I come here and create a curves adjustment layer, so you see that the color starts showing up just like that, right? Now this is our shadows right there. I will need to restore the shadows. So to restore is just come over here, create a mask, pick up your brush and just unveil the mask. You can as well do it before and after to see exactly where your shadows are. So because of this area, I'm also going to make a little painting here. Don't worry, you will see the reason why I'm painting this particular one much more later. Very good. So once I'm done doing this, I'll just unlock this one back, then use my mask and unveil what we have here. Look at that. But this is too much, right? Way too much. So I'm going to reduce my brush. and just gradually restore until it's okay. I don't think I want this one. Alright, so have our object properly leveled to the ground. Then for this area, I'll come to my object, create a mask for it, and just unveil it like this. Do the same thing over here. We are good to go. So the next thing I want to do is to brighten up stuff a little. So I'll come over here, pick up my curves, and just brighten up the images a little bit. Too much. Then create a global color grading, because I need my object and my background to have that likeness in warmness. Look at that amazing color we had here. So we'll just bring this down a bit. Before and after this one. So you notice that the object is now having similar skin tone or color tone with the background, which is very, very important for me. Amazing work that we'll have right here. So you can decide to even darken down your background a bit, just a little bit, to make our object stand out from the background, and maybe create a stamp visible layer, go into your camera raw filter to even do one or two things. I don't even know what I'm going to do in my camera raw filter, but let's see what it avails us. So our shadow, a little bit of contrast, a little bit of highlight, all the way down here. So I'll just saturate things a bit and create a very tiny vignetting effect around it. Just like this. Nice one. And we are good to go. So let me show you the overall before and after. Making this here. So this was my history with a snapshot. Let's see if that is created. Beautiful. So this was the original image. This is the after. This is the before. This is the after. Thank you so much for watching this amazing video. Do make sure you subscribe to our YouTube channel. And if you subscribe, click on the notification bell to get notified every single time we'll drop a new video. If you want access to this background, very simple. All you need to do is just to go to the description of the video. You will see the link to our community. Use the link and, get into our community. You'll get this background and numerous other more that we'll have coming your way. Thank you so much for watching. See you on the next one.